To see their light in darkness, you must listen for their quiet song. To hear their voice in silence, you must embrace their secret world. To touch their lives invisible, you must cross the endless night. But to truly reach the shining star, you must extend the hands of hope.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
For 100 years, countless children have discovered their inner light because of one magical star of hope and promise. Built on a foundation of love and a passionate dedication to the most innocent of all, Children's Bureau has changed the lives of tens of thousands of children, showing them a future where the promise of tomorrow is beautiful and bright.
God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be.
When we were first born as an organization, the board that established this group was concerned about children living in the streets. They were concerned about children being sexually exploited. There were no organizations to help at that point. So they helped in the founding of the juvenile court to protect children. They contributed to the founding of United Way, which back then was called the Community Chest, to see if they could get people involved in helping children.
Then during the First World War, the Blue Gate Cottage was established, and this is where the wives and children of service people were able to stay while they were in the Los Angeles area.
At that time, there were war orphans, and there were children who were in need. They were vulnerable children, and they wanted something done about it. And the women had a little house where they ran the whole bureau from.
In fact, that site became the headquarters for the organization for almost 50 years. Today, we're one of the largest adoption programs, foster care programs, not to mention a training program that reaches 300 other organizations throughout Southern California. And today, our budget in prevention is more than $7 million with an annual budget of almost $21 million. And the breadth of our programming is penetrating so many communities and allowing us to help a neighborhood at a time.
Children's Bureau is one huge organization with hundreds and hundreds of people coming together to change the lives of tens of thousands of children and parents in Southern California. It's all these people coming together in the way that they do that makes us as effective as we are in changing children's lives.
I learned a great deal about being a mother from being a part of Children's Bureau. It's become such an important part of my life, and it's such a pleasure to be able to work and volunteer and achieve with such great people. And it makes me feel very proud and very satisfied.
It certainly made me more aware of the problems the community faces with neglected children and abandoned children, and the positive impact on the children and their parents has been tremendous.
There are a category of charities in town that are absolutely first class, and the Children's Bureau is one of those. It's an agency that is very well run, very well supported by the volunteers, and as a result, it stays on the cutting edge. Everybody that becomes involved with the Children's Bureau goes away impressed. We never have any problem keeping people's involvement once they know something about the charity.
The organization has always been very well respected for the quality of the services that it provides. You just hope that any kid has the right kind of environment so that they can achieve their full potential.
The benefit is exponential because those kids will grow up and not have situations where they harass their own children. The thing that gives us a sense of pride, though, is the families that come into our meetings and tell us how this particular program has impacted their life and how they're going forward with it and how much happier they are.
One of the things that we have been doing in the last 25 years is the idea of going into the home of a family to help them. That approach helps you work one family at a time, but can you start working one neighborhood at a time? That's what's behind the idea of a family resource center. That's what's going to be part of our new capital campaign.
And that's probably the thing that's most important and critical to the agency, because it will give us an opportunity to expand our services significantly into a community that very badly needs them.
A child is a golden thing, and I think parents today are really aware of what wonders they can achieve.
The cycle of abuse is a horrible fact, and if you can break that cycle with the maximum number of families possible, then you've helped the maximum number of children possible.
$1 spent on prevention can save $7 down the line. So the Family Resource Center is an important part of the prevention strategy for what the Children's Bureau sees as being a national example for other organizations. Here's how you can help a neighborhood at a time.
One of the magical things about the people who get behind Children's Bureau is that they invest in people that they will never meet and that they will never know, but that they have so changed their lives in such a positive way that what they have done by doing good today is ensured a better life for the children whose lives they touch without ever even knowing, and ensuring those children's lives, and it is exponential in its impact.
The money we raise goes, 88% of that money goes to children. Our overhead is only 12%, and we're very proud of the fact that our overhead is only 12%. When I go out to a company and ask for a contribution, I can say that 88% of those dollars are going directly to the kids, and that's a powerful statement. It's an example of an agency that has performed its mission beautifully over the years.
So it's a proud time to reflect, and it's a great time to be looking ahead to how we want to even enrich that further.
Children's Bureau celebrating its 100th anniversary, I think that's an extraordinary accomplishment in a nonprofit, much less a for-profit company.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier.
From one smiling face to an infinite constellation of families, Children's Bureau has been a beacon of hope for 100 years. Fueled by the passion of its visionary volunteer leaders and dedicated staff, its lasting legacy shimmers like an ocean of light across the decades.
It's a wonderful celebration of what has been achieved by Children's Bureau.
I'm awed by what they've accomplished in the 100 years and what they will accomplish in the next 100 years.
It's a very important milestone, but we've got to keep changing and adapting.
The more kids you can take care of now, it just grows and grows and grows.
Somehow this cause is bringing out the best of people.
And we hope that everybody who hears about this organization comes and joins us on our journey. It's an incredible place, incredible things are happening, and the next 100 years are going to be fabulous.
It would be nice to be able to tune in again after the next 100 years.
Someday,